Hello, welcome back to Hypotheticals. Today's October 1st, which means it's officially spooky season, baby. In the spirit of spooky season, the next 5 videos will be, in some way, spooky. You can bet your bottom dollar that'll be the case. So as you already know, we're talking about zombies, which, besides aliens, is a favorite doomsday scenario for sci-fi movies and books. We've got The Walking Dead, I Am Legend, 28 Days Later, and so on and so on. However, while many are great, I want to throw them in the trash for this video. Most of the possibilities proposed in this video either come from my own research or from my own little noggin. So I guess this is when we just sort of jump into the video, huh? Yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so obviously people wouldn't just drop dead and turn into zombies. There would have to be some sort of virus or parasite to kick things off. As of now, there's no known virus or parasite that can cause humans to come back from the dead. But there are things that can cause some pretty scary neurological symptoms. There are 3 diseases I want to talk about that already do some pretty creepy things to the animals they infect. Toxoplasma gondii is a parasite that begins by infecting rats. The parasite sneaks into the rats' brains and basically makes them no longer afraid of cats. It manipulates their brains so that they're actually attracted to cat urine. The ultimate goal of this parasite is to get into the cat, because that's where they reproduce. Even scarier, it's estimated that some 60 million Americans have been infected by this parasite, but most of our immune system just hold it at bay. Toxoplasma gondii can cause toxoplasmosis in humans, which can cause flu-like symptoms and, if severe enough, organ damage. Obviously, this parasite isn't zombifying any animal, but any parasite that alters brain function immediately sets off alarms, especially when it's already infected some 60 million Americans. Let's move on to the prion-related possibility, which is a disease known as chronic wasting disease, or CWD. Yeah, that name is horrifying. CWD infects animals like deer and elk. It can cause drastic weight loss, stumbling, listlessness, and other neurological symptoms. As of now, CWD has never infected humans, but you never know. Finally, I want to talk about rabies. While there's a vaccine for rabies, I want to talk more about its symptoms, mainly the aggression aspect. Aggression is one of the later symptoms that shows for rabies, along with hyperactivity and hypersalivation. You know, just like normal stuff. If we take the brain manipulation of Toxoplasma gondii, the symptoms of CWD, and some symptoms of rabies, then sprinkle in some resurrecting magic, we've got zombies. If a disease like this were to exist, it may mean the end of humanity, but that also depends on the government response. You gotta admit, I'm kinda on point with these transitions sometimes. So funnily enough, there's actually a real plan the Pentagon has in place for a zombie apocalypse. It's called CONOP 8888. We know it's real because there's actually a disclaimer at the beginning of a plan that says it wasn't written as a joke. CONOP 8888 was designed to, quote, establish and maintain a vigilant defensive condition aimed at protecting humankind from zombies. The goals of the plan would be to not only eradicate the threat of zombies, but to also maintain law and order and restore basic services after a zombie attack. The worst case scenario, according to the plan, is an attack that has high transmissibility, that is, lots of people being eaten and infected. If we were to release our nightmare disease on the population, some form of this plan would probably go into place, at least in the United States. As for other countries, I couldn't find any other plans, but we can assume the response would be similar. The plan actually reads like any other military operation, which is kind of terrifying. After deterring the zombie attack, the military would focus on restoring basic functions to society. If something like this were to occur, we'd probably see a lot of people die. Like any other disease, infection rate would be exponential. We could try to save lives in an apocalypse like this, but in reality, government response would have to be quick enough just to save civilization as we know it. Look, it's pretty simple. If a zombie apocalypse isn't dealt with quickly enough, civilization would end, and there's research that supports this. For example, a 2009 analysis by Carleton University and the University of Ottawa claimed that an outbreak of any type of zombies, even slow ones, is, quote, likely to lead to the collapse of civilization unless it is dealt with quickly. So that's pretty scary. The analysis also claimed that offensive strategies would be more reliable than quarantining those who were sick. Offensive strategies meaning those who were infected would be eliminated. It's also important to note that the zombie apocalypse may not be the last thing that finishes off humans. Let's say a cure is found. Even if we did find one, humans probably wouldn't be able to be de-zombified. That means only a few humans would actually still be alive. There would be no power, there would be no farming, there would be no way to get clean water. Society would stop. At that point, it would just be a matter of survival. Zombies may not finish off humans directly, but it would leave so few of us alive that we wouldn't be able to repopulate. In short, if my boring voice made you zone out for this entire video, the rise of zombies would mean the end of humanity in one way or another. So let's hope that never happens. That's all I've got for this hypothetical. If you enjoyed, feel free to like and subscribe. New videos weekly. Follow me on Twitter if you want, and feel free to leave some of your own hypotheticals in the comments down below. All of my research links are in the description. I'll see you next week for another spooky season video. Thanks for watching.